I'm at Cathedral Pond, which is the middle of the 3 ponds on our farm. The reason why we call her Cathedral Pond is because the view of Camel's Mountain from here just felt like a sacred name. About 6 years ago, the beavers came to make a home here. There's their lodge, which is morphed and elongated over the years. And there are lots of chewed logs clear to their cambium, and there are bark layers all around the pond. Believe it or not, also, the whole pond edge along here was filled in with birch and willow. So they're completely gone right now. And over here in the corner of the wood edge, there are many poplars and birch and lots of stumps now. The beaver have been felling them and making use of their tops. You can see a lot of the tree fall over here, over there. So part of the beaver cohabitation plus human foodway project will involve finding plants that can go along these pond edges, like elderberry, like aronia, potentially high bush cranberry or viburnums, plants that enjoy wetness, especially elderberry and aronia. And then along these pond edges, there are very few cattails. I think because there were just a few here, but the beaver love using them for construction. They love harvesting their roots. So reintroducing cattails up here, introducing wild rice, introducing a wapato or duck potato along this edge. Now this is the dam edge here, the downhill dam edge over here. And they've been trimming a lot of the birch and poplar along that edge. You don't want spike-rooted trees or tap-rooted trees to grow into a pond dam like this, because they can form places where the water can infiltrate and penetrate the dam integrity. But multiple stem willows are perfectly fine. So we have thought to introduce multi-stem willows here so that when the beaver do eat them, we can harvest some of the regrowth for basketry or craft. And so researching the types of willows, the best types to plant on that to stabilize the downhill dam that's holding this 1.5 acre pond here. So there's a lot of potential here for human foodways. There's a lot of birch regrowth right here. These are all birch saplings that are growing up here on the pond embankment, which is great. So that signals to me introduction of perennial roots and the potential thriving of a perennial root system just that is coppiceable right along this edge. Even a shrub system, really. More a shrub layer. I don't know who this is. Looks like a buckthorn potentially. I'll post that. I'll look it up and post that in the comments. But the bark pattern here, the speckled bark pattern suggests buckthorn. The leaf pattern suggests buckthorn. The growth habit is a little bit more shrubby for buckthorn. But this is the project to celebrate the beaver's presence and the cohabitation and introduce plants that can enhance the habitat but also provide human food. Another opportunity suggested by Patty Smith of Bonnievale is white lily. White lily, so that in times of food distress or winter food disruption, where, say, there's a flood, which there have been here, there have been floods, the beaver can harvest the roots of the white lily and have a winter survival food. And there are certain portions of the lily that are also edible human food. But those are the types of plants we'll be researching and planting in this pond habitat and in the pond habitat that is most expansive and extensive near our farmhouse and farmstead, where we have the best opportunity to bear witness and to observe and manage / tend / steward the planting. This is a significant touch point here on the farm for beaver created habitat, which we of course welcome. And let's just send a little prayer to the possible and likely babies inside that little house of theirs. Welcome them.